Hello gay world, this is David Wilde. I am filming my first video for my new Wilde series, and these Wilde series are kind of my blog style editorial on what I just have to say at any given moment, because I feel like we are living in a very weird world and my wild personality needs to be actually put out there. Okay, so I've been thinking about this for a while because I think it's really important for people to kind of think outside the box. And I have kind of had this unique life where I've lived in New York City, I've lived in Los Angeles, I've lived in San Francisco, and I've lived in Seattle for a little bit, and mostly I'm from Boston, and that's kind of where I am now. And so I've kind of had this unique experience where I've actually gotten to have big experiences in gay communities that are in each of those major cities, and I've kind of gotten to see the identities that have come from it, and I am shocked. And I wanted to give you a quick little insight of what I found. Okay, we'll kind of work backwards, so we'll start in New York. New Yorkers are kind of my favorite. They're really business-minded, they're really money-focused, they're sex-focused, but they're really kind of like really just moving. There's this like energy, that pace of the city that's really kind of come into the gay community. And I love their entrepreneurial kind of spirit. They're really business, and I love that. And they're kind of my favorites of them all. They're whores. I mean, they're complete sluts. I mean, that's kind of a given. I mean, the New York gays are pretty much some of the sluttier ones, but I'm kind of a slut, so I kind of don't really mind that much. So I'd say my favorite's definitely New York. Okay, so moving other way, we'll start in LA. LA has some of the most beautiful men. I mean, without a doubt, these guys are just so top-notch, really, really fucking escalated, gorgeous. But they're dumb as shit. Fucking LA gays are so fucking stupid. I don't even know how to kind of associate with them because, you know, multiple times I would go out on dates or something, and I would say kind of the most basic elementary kind of thing about school or education or something, and half of them had no clue what I was talking about. But they did have a clue about what I was talking about when I talked about reality shows or the industry or their desire to be in some sort of porn. I had sex with 3 porn guys and I didn't even know it till after the fact. How fucked is that? One of them turned on his porn while we were having sex. What? Another one of them stopped having sex with me, got up and was jerking off to the porn he was watching of himself. Yeah. LA gays, wonderful. If you want to have a really epic weekend of fucking, go to the Abbey, go to Mickey's, you know, go to Rage, find some twink who thinks he's going to be the next Brent Corrigan, and just go to town. But don't expect this guy to be the most excitable thing to bring to a business meeting. San Francisco, these are the raw motherfuckers. San Francisco gays are really fucking raunchy. I went there, literally, I moved to San Francisco right around Pride. Whoa. And I was like, oh, I gotta make some friends. So I tried to go online, I met some guys online, I was like, look, I'm just trying to make friends. Next thing you know, I go to meet some of these guys at a bar, and they're all like Google executives, or they're Facebook bitches, or some agency stuff, and really just over the top. And you're thinking, wow, maybe these guys actually are, you know, something business-minded. They'd be something impressive. But no. So basically, they would turn to me and say, well, fuck you, but we don't want to be friends with you. We have enough friends. And sadly enough, San Francisco gays have had this happen to me more than once, and not just to me. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with San Francisco? And I figured it out. San Francisco is kind of like Florida for gays. They basically go there to retire and die. And for them, they literally just don't have enough time to hang out with all these new people. But they'll fuck you because they get bored of their partners who they've been with for 20 years. And so, since they're all mostly in open relationships, they have no problem with this new idea. And it was fucked. So it was kind of like the whole city of San Francisco was that huge amount of fraternities, and I was pledging them all and getting rejected by all of them. And I was like, what is going on? Also, porn stars. I don't know what the fuck keeps happening. I would be out at bars and there'd be porn stars everywhere. Now, I'm kind of fascinated with porn and didn't even know it. But look what happened to me. I was at a bar and my friend goes, oh, they're doing this really cool, like, filming a avant-garde art piece. And I was like, oh, what? He's like, well, it's basically like people having sex and they're filming it. And I was like, that sounds like porn. what happens? He's like, let's go. And I'm a pervert, so I was like, fuck, let's go. I go to this event. It's kind of raunchy. The guys are all tied up, and they are filming, and it very much looks like porn. But I'm like, well, I'm in a crowd, so no one can really see me, so whatever. And they were, I mean, it was kind of gross. Most San Francisco guys are not that attractive. San Francisco has the most money, but it has, because of tech and all of the Silicon Valley, but gays there are really bearded and gross. They're really kind of like, it's like where gays go when they want to let go. So when they filmed this like thing, I was like, oh, no big deal, whatever. Month and a half goes by, and a friend calls me and goes, do you know you're in a porn? And my face lit up, and I was like, what the fuck? How am I in a porn? He goes, look, and he sends me the link. And the camera in that event panned around, and I'm clearly in this porn. Thankfully, my dick was put away. No, I'm just kidding. And it was not actually something that oh my God, thank God, you know, next time, you know, I don't know what the fuck. But I didn't forward this to my mom. Clearly, this was not a good, smart idea, but I learned a lot from it. So San Francisco is absolutely, if you want to go raunchy, you want to go to like Bareback Muscle Fest, like Folsom Fair. Folsom Fair is this disgusting but also fascinating sexual event where it's outdoor bondage and people are fucking and like licking each other's assholes in the public view. And I'm okay looking, but I felt so hot because these guys were all like the dirty, gross porn people. I'm not a prude. Anyone knows me. I you know, suck more dick than urinal. I mean, yeah. But, whoa. So return to my last little comment, which is about Boston. Boston is my least favorite gay scene. Boston is what I like to call Martha Stewart gays. They grew up in a very, or live in a very pretentious community. Boston is like Connecticut, but it's got the Ivy League status to it, and it's got this need for affiliation. Gays need to feel like they're a part of something because of business, education, or just general, like, I don't feel like I matter unless I have some sort of identity connected to something important. And so there's a lot of cattiness, pretentious, like literally, Boston gays are the most pretentious bitches on the planet. And most of them hate me because I'm clearly outspoken and I don't feel a need to kiss anyone's assholes just to feel like I belong. So the ironic thing about Boston gays, and future episodes we're going to be talking something about a few specific ones, is they will cut you. I mean, they will Nene Leakes, bitch, I am rich, cut you in a fucking half just because they feel like they can. Now, I'm like the Superman of pretentious bitches, and I will cut a bitch right back. And that's kind of why I found that my personality is diversified through all these cities I've lived in. There is a big thing that we're going to talk about in future episodes in Boston called the Gay Mafia. The Gay Mafia are the ones that will never say anything in front of your face or in public, but behind your back they will ruin you and ruin your opportunities. And I started to stop and realize that I need to think about my own need for judgment and why am I judgmental. And I think these videos and these episodes we're going to be talking about is going to be doing that. And I'm going to be doing some really cool interviews talking to people from porn stars to actual like mini celebrities, politicians, and we're going to be getting into some of that not in grooves at all. Now, knowing this, you should know right now that I want to start a movement, an open dialogue where we're not just sitting here going, how can we actually all find ways to fuck? Because we've been working the manhunt angle for what I like to call 12 years, and I've been to the Manhunt Mansion, and I've met the CEO of Manhunt, who's actually a nice guy. He's really old, but really, really nice. Don't want to burn him. He's like quintessential gay mafia. But you definitely need to know your place. And I think my place is to be that outspoken one who kind of tweaks people's opinions. I want to get gays talking. And one of the things that I definitely think will be a very controversial topic, weirdly enough, is everyone gets tested for STDs, but yet no one has them. How is it that no one has STDs? Clearly, you can't, you are HIV positive or you're not. There's no gray. And the thing is, once you get it, you can't treat it. Because if you have an STD like chlamydia or gonorrhea or syphilis, you can get rid of that. And so people are always denying that they're having it, but yet all of us secretly keep getting it. And there's this wonder, what the fuck's going on? And they all blame it on certain specifics. And I'm basically going to call some bitches out. And I know people who have had STDs who have lied to their partner's faces and caused possible really bad health problems. And I think it's our responsibility to keep them honest. Now, I hope that you will see and engage in this conversation. Comment down below. We're going to have some really cool conversations about what it means to be different, and what it means to be responsible, what it means to be like a fuck you kind of person, and really put it out there. I'm funny, but I'm also aggressive, and I want to have those aggressive conversations. If you are bold enough to have a dialogue with me and we can put you on one of my episodes, let me know. We're going to be doing some episodes in some parts of the city, from D-Bar all the way from the South End into South Boston, and we're talking to the most controversial bitches out there. Now, I know everything of who I am, I think, at this point. I am a 6'4", 34-year-old gay man who has had a wild career, wild life, had some friends die, and I know everything I think I could know to this point, and I'm going to learn from the future points. And I want to make sure that all of you are thinking how to not be the most acceptable, but the most authentic version of yourself. But those of you who have STDs, you know who you are. And we're going to talk about them, because I'm tired of people acting like this is not a problem, because it is. All right. I will hopefully talk in the next episode. We'll be doing a couple episodes this week. And if you want any questions, comment below.